What's going on, everybody? Weston Hodkiewicz here from the Green Bay Press-Gazette alongside my Gannett, Wisconsin brethren, Adam Thompson, from the WIAA Division 4 and Division 5 state semifinals. Adam, today, Sheboygan Lutheran taking on N.E.W. Lutheran. Both of these teams met earlier this season, but seems like right now Lutheran, from where they're at, they're coming into this state tournament pretty hot.
Yeah, and they're very confident. They come in at 25-2. Like you said, one of those two losses was to N.E.W. Lutheran in a 98-91 shootout. But they've come in hot. They've won about 15 straight. The last loss was to Burlington Catholic Central. But they kind of ran through regionals and didn't have a whole lot of problems through sectionals either, so they're pretty excited. Tyler Zastro, 5'10", listed at 5'10", senior slashing point guard. He leads the team at 20.2 points a game. He has an unbelievable first step. He's very tough to stop. And then they kind of have an inside-outside game with their 5'9" point guard as their inside. And then they have a 6-foot junior shooter named Jake Jers, who averages about 17 points a game and has never seen a shot that he doesn't like. What this team has this year that they didn't have last year is that kind of number 3 score, and that was something that they've really tried to focus on this year, and they found it in a senior named Jeff Hess, who averages about 9.7 points a game. He really came up key in the second half of the season, and especially in sectionals, and that's why they're here. So they're very confident. They know they have to play their best game of the season to move on, but I think they feel like if they do that, they have the talent, and they've seen N.E.W. before. So I think they're excited to get this thing going.
All right, they're going to be matched by Northeastern Wisconsin Lutheran. The Blazers are making their 4th state appearance in 5 years, 2 runner-up trophies, still looking for that first state championship. They are ranked number 1 right now in the state. Their only loss coming to Pulaski, who is obviously not in Division 5. They're led by Dakota Zinzer, who's been their leading scorer this season. Also Nathan Tonjes, 6'7", their post player. If they get him going, that's typically been their bread and butter. Kristen Zimmerman, there's been a long line of Zimmermans at N.E.W. Lutheran. He's the second youngest. He's the point guard taking over for Travis Voigt. Big key for them is getting up and down the court. As you said, Adam, you look at that first game they played, I think both teams in the 90s, that's the way N.E.W. likes to play. Up pace, fast tempo. If they can get the inside out going, that's going to be the key for them in this one. And also at 6:35 tonight, we're going to have Brillion taking on Dominican. That's going to be an interesting game as well. I have Ricardo Arguello from our Post-Crescent paper joining us here. Ricardo, this is kind of a pretty special ride, it seems like, for Brillion. Weren't expected maybe necessarily to get here, but obviously drawing the top dog in that division.
Absolutely. Brilliant coach Pete Kittle, I was just over there on Tuesday. 3 weeks ago, maybe he didn't think this is a team that could make it down here to the Kohl Center, but they were able to, kind of stay together, get things clicking, and really had a nice run here through regionals and semifinals. Beat a very good Auburndale team that was a runner-up in D4 last year to this Dominican team that they'll be playing tonight. Now, Brilliant, they're led by 3 players, Zach Jensen, Tyler Lemke, and Jacob Mathib. All 3 average over 10 points a game. But for Brilliant, the key, Wes, for the Lions is how do you stop Diamond Stone, the fantastic top 10 national recruit from Whitefish Bay, Dominican. Every big-time college program is after him. Roy Williams over there at UNC, UCLA. We're talking a guy that's elite of the elite. So that's going to be key number 1. Whitefish Bay or Dominican, I should say, is a 2-time defending state champ. Right. So they could possibly go on a 4-year championship roll there with Diamond Stone. So this is one of those things where, as good as Brilliant is on offense, Wes, it's going to come down to that defense that they play. How do you stop him? You front him. You got to put 2 or 3 guys on him, and then you have to have the rest of your defense really kind of playing well on the perimeter too to kind of stop those kick-out passes. So that's going to be key, Wes, how they play defensively against Diamond Stone and Dominican.
All right, well, stay tuned to postcrescent.com, also SheboyganPress.com and GreenBayPressGazette.com throughout the weekend for all your WIAA state basketball tournaments, updates, and until next time, we'll see you later.